Vicente cycle now. I forgot to bring my book, but I'm probably go live again later. I was in the other realms last night. I learned some shit. It's something that I already know. It's just when I be in other realms, bro, I be learning shit, and I wake up still talking about it. It's just if I don't get on it as soon as I wake up, I ain't had no fruit. I ain't had no fruit in a minute. Kind of been off of just some little shit lately, but uh, I'm up this download because it ties to the parallels and ties to phi and it ties to something I'm probably gonna hear on YouTube pretty soon. But let's just say the 70s sun. It starts off at the year 2160, which was pretty much the beginning of May, going into the transition, because we was transitioning to the sun. I told y'all, don't worry about them clouds that's up. Don't worry about that cool breeze, okay? Because really it's been this hot since December, okay? It's just all the chemtrails that was in the air. Remember that sub-zero technology. But remember why it's called sub-zero technology, because the carbon emission levels, okay? When the carbon emission levels is high, that's giving the atoms in the air a charge. When your body is connected to nature, you have your inputs and your outputs. Within, you have your inputs. When you look at nature, you have your outputs, especially when your DNA matches, okay? So a lot of things is coming even more online. It's already been online. You just need to get online. You need to sign in, phone real quick and keep that line open because it's always going to be communicating with you 24/7 throughout the day and night, okay? Regardless. The whole thing about picking up on these downloads is being able to channel that frequency. When a frequency hits, it's just like your phone. You're sending text messages all around the world, right? It's just like how it's hitting you, and you channel that frequency, you see what's going on. It gets so deep. It's even if you got ops like the CIA, and they try and fuck with you, know thyself. Don't let them manipulate your energy, bro. That ass. Don't let them. Any weapon formed against me shall not prosper. You feel me? Any weapon formed against you shall not prosper. Okay? You have to realize why this unum sanctum even works, because the unum sanctum is the brain sanctum. And that's really why I'm coming with this timeline that's been constructed by this moon, uh, this lunar solar time shit. You feel me? I'm starting to think it's Adam's calendar low key, because we're dealing with the atoms that's in the air. Even when you're dealing with this this timeline is dealing with the atoms in the air and the atoms in the body of you. So if the atoms outside of you get in charge, then that means that the atoms inside of you, if the atoms outside of you is getting a charge, that means the atoms within you is going to get a charge too. Okay, that's the whole point of it. So it's like the frequency of the sun, which in my eyes is tied to the simulator too, because you need that solar power to even make it work. So it's a manipulation of the backside of the sun. Okay, the simulator is pretty much a quantum machine, pretty much like CERN, right? We have one above, one below, and one within you. Okay, some computer type shit. This is how you know this is a simulator. This is why I was telling y'all to watch that show on Netflix called 1899, because that dealt with the 6D transitioning to 7D. You feel me? That's what that shit deal with. Because if you look, 1899, and then you peep the little timeline I gave y'all for each realm, physical dimension on this planet, your DNA taps in, it picks up on that frequency and it reveals memory that's within you. Reason why everyone's revealing it along the timeline now. Now we're going into some futuristic shit. Even if people wasn't even on that, they're probably redoing it right now just because it has to be done again. Okay, 100 years of reality, because that 3,600 years will be coming up in about 2 years. And that's going to deal with the eighth dimension, going on to the ninth dimension. Okay, so a lot of that shit, you're going to be picking up on a lot of the memories. You're going to start unlocking in the physical state if you're doing your works, because the memory is what unlocks the power within you. The reincarnation is the memory that's within you. So if I'm picking up on some Sahudi shit, then that's just my memory. If I'm picking up on some King David shit, then that's just my memory. Feel me? That's just as anybody. It's just like Rod Hayes say, Rashad Jamal, that's Tucson. Like, the memory is how you can be. There's Moon, Saturn, Matrix deal with the sixth. The sixth unsettled. This is what I don't want y'all to get mixed up. The sixth unsettled. So now the energy is on the planet for certain things to be seen, like metamorphoses and mutations, shape shifting. That's what I meant to say, shape shifting. You're gonna see a lot of more shape shifting and people saying they can, and random people just trying to hide. I've been saying this, so it's really nothing new. I've been saying this. I said, really, the biggest thing that I said, and I didn't even know if it was true or not. I just knew it was true because I peep where the intuition comes from dealing with me. Because sometimes I don't always remember my dreams. But the things that I don't remember manifests in this reality through intuition. It'd be like a subconscious thing, which becomes a knowing. So if you go with that knowing confidently, knowing that if it ain't right, it ain't righteous, that's how I discern in the heart space. If it's right, it's righteous. I mean, if it's righteous, it's right. You feel me? And a lot of things might stir me off, but through my awakening, I don't realize I just gotta go with it, right? I've been letting money situations interfere what's going on, but from something I realized, from when I thought I took an L trying to get a certain amount of money, I end up still getting it, and there's still some blockages from that. But I realized everything is already set in play. So this is what I'm supposed to be doing, really, because at the end of the day, I didn't learn this shit off of anybody on YouTube or no master teachers. I could tell y'all who I used to listen to. I used to listen to Rashad Jamal, Bobby Hemmett, Kalaya Amin Ra, Planet X News, James Kaufman, and then that was about it. Between maybe I started listening to Dr. Blair and Dr. Valentine, like the old videos type shit. I think it was Dr. Blair. He was talking about talk to your melanin. You feel me? Speak to your melanin. Like, say if you sun gazing, right? Say you're out there for hours. You want to go in straight darkness after you're in that straight light, because that's going to repair your cells way faster. But the thing is, if you're eating well, eating your fruits, because I was on the fast, straight fruits. So if you want your fruits, it's going to actually help that cell reproduce the way it needs to be, because it's getting its amino acids, its right proteins, dealing with the hemoglobin, the transport to your respiratory system and all through your body. Okay? That's why I say the meat is spike proteins, just like the shot that's giving you spike proteins are animals. Okay? It's different animals, baby feces and all everything, bro. It's meant to corrupt the cell. This is called lowercase c DNA. Okay? genetically modified DNA. So if you're eating genetically modified DNA and now it's in your body under the sun as it goes into a higher state, really, the sun is already in a higher state. The ozone layer is depleting. Okay, that's why I say you could watch Kalai Amin-Ra, James Kaufman. It will show you everything that's going on with this sun right now. I'm about to start showing y'all too. I was supposed to been start doing it, but you know, big energy. But yeah, something I want to say though before I hop off. July 4th, Independence Independence Day. It really was fucking January. If you were to draw this A, B, C, D, it's a parallelogram, which is pretty much a diamond. If you was to draw it, you will see that these parallels are lines, and when you look it up in physics and stuff like that, you will know A through Z is actually talking about light. It's all symbolism of light, the whole alphabet. Even what the Egyptians was leaving behind. Yeah, they show light and darkness, but when it comes to these crop circles and everything, it's talking about light. Feel me? How the DNA structure works. Only way you remember that shit is remembering who you are. But let's get back to this eclipse though. So the eclipse, they had everyone thinking April, around April 1st, around New Year's. That was when the New Year started. They had people thinking some shit. Uh, to a lot of predictions was matching up to the eclipse. But I'm gonna tell y'all, July to July, but now start realizing April Fools was April Fools because it's New Year's on that day, and it matches up. Okay, so what I'm saying, there's always in a lunar eclipse. It's four of them that they never talk about. So when it was hard to look at the sun around this time, after the gate I said that was open, from April 27th to about May 18th, it's always a lunar type frequency because it's hitting on the ground level. That's what the lunar represents, the ground and the waters. So that's the only thing the moon even really controls. But when it ties to you, it ties to the waters and the body, the structure, okay? When it's dealing more with the air, that's dealing with your atoms getting a charge. Okay, either way, it's you getting a charge at the end of the day. Don't put too much division on certain shit that's saying the same thing to you, okay? So, April 4th, Independence Day, will match up everything that's about to happen, okay? I believe that's my prediction. I ain't really been wrong on my predictions. If anything, I said at EBM, and it was supposed on the news they were talking about it, but we ain't never see one dropped. I believe it's gonna be when the election happens, which is gonna put us right back into um, a 1, 2, 3 again, which is April. Hold on, April, May, June. That is July, August, September. So July, September, July, August, September is going to be represented in October, November, December. In between those 3 months, that's when shit gonna get ugly. But when it matches the April eclipse, it's gonna match up to July energy. So July 4th through the 8th, really July through August, because July is gonna be so turnt just because of that Lionsgate portal that's gonna be coming up. It might settle a little bit with these C flares. It's gonna ramp back up now, but once you get to July, yeah, June is gonna be intense too. All right, it's really, yeah, that's March. So then it's gonna tie to the resurrection and all the extra shit. You feel me? In June. You feel me? So y'all keep eating well. Take care of yourself mentally, physically. 'Cause we're in a spiritual war right now. I just really want y'all to remember yourself because it's gonna help you wake up, like literally wake up out of this type shit. And every time you go to sleep, you're gonna be there. Okay?